Good evening once again, and welcome to another episode of Capsules of Love. I am your host, Richard Albert Lawrence Sr. And remember what God says God says, yes, I love you, a resounding yes. I love you with an everlasting love. On this episode of Capsule of Love, Self Care, I want to speak from a title. It's not really mine, but I'm going to make it mine this evening. We're going to speak from a title: Self Esteem is not a destination, but a journey. Let me say that again. Self esteem is not a destination, but it's a journey. What do I mean by self esteem is not a destination, but it's a journey? So, as a child growing up, you were taught by your parents, I was taught by my parents, that we must develop confidence, that we must develop assurance. You must know who you are. My parents taught me that when I was growing up. Some people, maybe, or some parent taught your children otherwise. But I was always taught by my parents to be polite, to say thank you, to say no thank you, how to be nice and kind. Well, you understand that self esteem is built into all these things. Self esteem is actually a portion of who you are, whether you're an introvert or whether you're an extrovert. Self esteem plays a big role. And what it means when it says self esteem is not your destination, it's not the final stop. You haven't yet arrived. It's a journey. It means that you're on your way getting to where you need to be. It's true. The self esteem I had when I was in my teenage years is not the self esteem I had when I was in my 20s or in my 30s or in my 40s. Right. So as you and I age, as we get older, our self esteem grows, it should mature, it should evolve. Right? Here is the thing: a part of this journey of self esteem is to maintain wholeness. Maintaining wholeness is developing a healthy self esteem about who I am. What makes me me? What makes me think well about myself, irrespective of what people says? And a lot of people in our society today suffer from low self esteem or lack of self esteem, or some people have too much self esteem, which is called being egotistical, right? And low self esteem is not good either. So here is how you and I can develop or maintain a healthy self esteem. Say positive things about yourself. Affirm yourself. Like tonight, I'm wearing a black suit with a brown shirt and a brown and black tie. But whether I'm wearing a suit with a shirt and tie, that's not what determines how I feel about myself. Some people, it's the clothes that defines who they are. Some advertisement tells you, oh, the clothes define the man. No, the clothes should never define who you are. The clothes should never define who the woman is. Is the lady wearing the dress, or is the dress wearing the lady? Is the suit wearing the man, or is the man wearing the suit? Self esteem has a lot to do with that. You could be wearing a very expensive suit or a very expensive dress, and guess what? You have no self esteem, and that dress or that suit is not going to look anything good on you. Conversely, you could be the not so attractive, and you put on that same outfit, and because you're wearing that thing, because you have such self esteem, man, you make that suit look like that suit is $1 million when it's the same $50 suit. So, yes, self esteem has a lot to do with it. There's a couple of people I want to highlight and just mention to you that had self esteem issue. Les Brown, one of our noted motivational speakers. When he was growing up, his teachers and a lot of people said he was never going to amount to anything, couldn't speak properly, and didn't have a high IQ, was never supposed to finish high school, wasn't going to make it to college, wasn't going to do well in life, and he became a motivational speaker. Einstein, When he was in high school, his teachers told him, why you even bother come to school, man? You're a joke, you're a waste of time. He went on to developing the formula E equals mc squared, one of the greatest physicists that we experience. And finally, there's a woman by the name of Maya Angelou, one of America's most famous poets. Maya Angelou never speak, verbally speaking, until she was maybe 7, 8, or 9. She was one of those late bloomers that never really learned how to speak. But the older she got, like Einstein, like Les Brown, they start to develop self esteem, self value, self worth. You and I can do the same. They have broken down barriers that people put them in a box and said they could never amount to, they could never do. How many people have told you that you're never going to make it? How many, even your own parents might have told you, man, you ain't going to turn out to be anything. And after a while, we believe it and we develop low self esteem. We could be very beautiful, very handsome, very good looking, debonair, dressed as well. But you know what? You just look at the person and you said, boy, they got some kind of either psychological problem or something wrong with them. No, it's because of the self esteem issue. So, this thing about self esteem, it's not a destination, but it's a journey. It's something that you continue, keep advancing, going toward. Some people age gracefully. That's also a sign of self esteem. You think well about yourself. So even as you age, you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and when you tell people how old you are, they're like, no way it can be. Yeah, because you think well about yourself. And when you have positive thoughts and when you think well about yourself, guess what? Yeah, it defies aging. We're going to do a second part to this. But just for this week, let your journey begins on this idea of developing a healthy self-esteem about yourself. And when all else fail, remember how we started the conversation? Where God says, yes, I love you with an everlasting love when no one else loves you. Remember that the only person that it really matters to in this world that should love you is God. Yes, if He says, I love you with an eternal and everlasting love, then it really shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks. What about you? How do you think about yourself? Yeah. So the same way we start this video is the same way we're going to end it. If God says yes, a resounding yes, I love you with an everlasting love. If this video has been a blessing to you, like it, but please share this video. Let someone know that self-esteem is not a destination, but it's a journey. And because it's a journey, some days you're going to feel well, some days you're not going to feel so good. But listen, as long as you know you haven't yet arrived, it's not final, what you think about yourself or what people think about you, then there's always hope. There's always tomorrow. Until we meet again, beloved, next week. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless you.